Good evening, Farm Talk. Well, you guys saw what I'm terrified for about the future of agriculture. A few of you even said it was a bit depressing, which, to be fair, kind of is. So, as I promised, we're going to talk about some things that I'm looking forward to for the future of agriculture. First thing up on that list, automation. Ready or not, it's already here. Look in the dairy world. That's one of my favorite places to see the advancement of automation. Iowa dairy farmer. There's a whole host of other people. They've got robot milkers, robot feeders, all sorts of cool things. And it's just getting started. There's a bit of automation coming soon, hopefully, from Raven. It was originally called DOT back in the day. That's how long I've been following this thing. And it's called the Raven Omnipower. This is a modular, self-powered unit that can swap out different types of modules, say an air seeder module, a fertilizer spreader module, a sprayer module, and can be programmed to run wherever you want it to, however you want it to, on any of your fields. I've seen it work. I actually got to drive the thing at Husker Harvest days a few years ago. It is a wild advancement and an absolutely spectacular piece of equipment. Now, one of the arguments I get about automation whenever I bring it up is commonly, well, it's just going to replace the farmer. It's going to make the farmer obsolete. All that's going to be left are engineers and software engineers and robots. I 100% disagree. Again, let's go back to the dairy farm side of things. Iowa dairy farmer Dan is still busy helping his cows calve. He's still busy checking on their welfare, sifting through all the data that his system provides him. And also, is a software engineer going to change out seized bearings? Is your software engineer going to rebuild the air seeder when he needs to? Is your robot going to know how to fix a broken spreader disc on the fertilizer spreader? No. The farmer is still necessary. Again, moving past the equipment side of things, let's just talk about ranching. Is your robot going to go out and fix all that fence for you when the storm comes through and washes out a couple of your creek crossings? I don't think so. Is your software engineer going to be able to come out and take care of that cow that's got hoof rot but doesn't like to be handled? Again, no. Automation is not here to replace farmers. It's here to make us more efficient and to expedite all of our processes in all of our narrow time windows. And let's circle back to the Omnipower system. Let's say, this is my favorite example to pose. We plant almost all of our wheat. My uncle does a couple little different things, but we'll just say we plant all of our wheat behind soybeans. Now this year, the soybeans were bad enough that we didn't need a grain cart to chase after the combine, and Dad felt comfortable enough to run the combine, even though he broke a bunch of things. And I chased after him with the air seeder, trying to plant some wheat behind him to get it in the ground as soon as possible so it gets some good fall growth and establishment. This year was a fluke that we were able to do that. Most years, it's me in the combine because I'm the only one really comfortable driving it, and I'm less apt to break it than anybody else, apparently. And my dad runs the grain cart, and my uncle runs both semis. And I usually keep them both pretty dang busy. Where does that leave the air seeder? Generally parked in the shed. Now, let's enter in Raven's Omnipower system with its air seeder attachment on it. In the morning, I fill it up, I set it to going, I climb in the combine and get to cutting. And it's out there planting away until it gets empty. And we can just say that for sake of this argument, that I just let it sit there for the rest of the day. And then once I'm done combining, I go back and fill it up, and it can run all the way into the night until it runs out again, and it can pause and wait until I can refill it in the morning. Now, I am getting a lot of stuff accomplished while not potentially unaliving myself in the process or damaging a piece of equipment and hampering my efficiency that much more. Automation has the potential to allow us to be so much more productive with what limited time we have. And now I'm sure someone's going to hop in the comment section here. Yeah, you'll spend $1 billion on automation, but you won't pay anybody a living wage. Typical farmer. And to that I answer, yeah, because I can trust the robot to do exactly what I tell it to do. And I don't have to worry about that robot getting into a fight with its old lady the night before and being distracted and hooking a tree with the wing of the air seeder. That happened to a neighbor. Or have to worry about the robot eating a bunch of questionable Taco Bell meat the night before and then being in the bushes every 20 minutes and not getting anything done. For better or worse, that robot will follow the prescribed route, how I tell it to. And don't even get me started on the living wage nonsense, because it's such a moving target that it's just absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to skip on past that because I don't feel like having an aneurysm tonight. I look forward to automation being able to free me up from other tasks so I can work on the gazillions of other projects and things that I could be working on across the farm. Fence, dirt work for pond dams, terraces, waterways, stuff that I would like to do some of myself and not just have to hire someone to take care of for me. It's not like I'm going to be sitting at home playing PlayStation while the thing's planting. There's still plenty of other work that needs done. This would just allow me to be more efficient and be able to get more done with my time. Now, eventually, I'm going to steal my wife away from her work, and she'll be out here on the farm helping. And eventually, my boy's going to be big enough to help me around the farm, I hope. But again, even with my wife, that's just two people. And my boy has got just a few years before his feet are going to reach the pedals of a tractor. I see automation as a thing that is going to keep me efficient and effective in running this operation, but at the same time, give me some freedom to still be there for my family. Go to concerts, ball games, whatever, while still being able to get a little bit of sleep every night. So CNH, Raven, if any of you guys are seeing this, let's hit the gas on that. You come up with a single disc opener air seeder attachment for Omnipower, I'll be there. I'll ditch the green and go for something of a different color. Don't scare me any. The only constant in this life is change. And I'm going to embrace this one. I can get behind this kind of change. Next thing on the list, we're going to talk about advancements in regenerative agriculture. Now, this one will be a fun one. Make a lot of folks unhappy. So, as always, thanks for stopping by.